Hello farmers, and welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. Second part of season number 7, correct? Sure, let's go with season number 7. I am currently selling some soybeans. You can see the money has gone up quite a bit. So last load I got to bring on down. We're up to $718,000 in the bank account. But we're going to spend it, of course. The first thing we're going to spend it on is the big Crone M, because I need to get mowing that grass field today. That's ready to go. All the other fields, nothing's been ready to harvest since last episode. The only thing, well, I don't want to say the only thing I've done is been taking care of the cows. I did plant corn in field number 30. I said I was going to wait until field number 11 was ready, one of our new fields. I'm glad I planted it that afternoon after I finished just harvesting that field with canola, because field number 11 is still not ready, and it's been 2 days? Well, the day we harvested, then 1 day in between, now this day, I think. We've been waiting on the soybean price to go on up, and here we are. I'm hoping to have enough cash to do some other things, but we shall see what we got money-wise here. My machinery is pretty much ready to go whenever the fields are ready. I know field number 11 looks like it's ready for harvest, but according to the map, it's not. So, just waiting for field number 11 so I can go ahead and transform that field over. I'm trying to figure out at this point, do I want to put corn in that field, or just plant maybe soybeans in it, and then next year, this fall after we harvest the soybeans, plant canola and then do the rotation like we should. I'm trying to figure out where this truck needs to be with the trailer. I think currently it just needs to be down here ready for the harvest. I think tomorrow will be a harvest day. So let's park that there. Meanwhile, let's go in, and I need to go where the mowers are, right there. Actually, we're getting the model one. Oh, so that's a lot cheaper than I remember it being, $380, $320. Well, of course, we're going to go here. The Model 1 does drive... Oh, what's the working speed? Wait a second. Does it tell me the working speed here? 20 miles an hour is the working speed on that one compared to 15. And, getting rid of the butterfly... I don't want to say get rid of the butterfly mowers. They've been rather well. But that mows at 13, so that's quite of an increase of working speed. Plus, the working width is going to help us out. Anyways, let's go into here. One thing I want to do, we're just going to go with a bigger engine, cost $10,000 more, not a big deal. Do I want to keep it all green? Let's try to go with, whoa, no, let's not go with that. Let's not that color. So the main color is the Fendt Classic, apparently. Is that too red for you? I'm not a fan of the red color. Let's go with a tone it down red. No, I can't do it. I just want to go with something different. That's a little different, but that's a little bit too much for me. That needs sunglasses to wear. See that? Yeah, let's just go with that. Why not? It's not too bad. It's weird, but that's what I do when I choose colors. Just choose weird. I think we're all set. So it's going to cost us $330,300. Let's go ahead and buy that. And while we're here, I do need another belt. So let's come on down here, and it should be, wait, is this the correct modded belt I want? Yes, this one right here. This one right here, and you know what, let's go with a different color. Sure, why not? We'll go with that one right there, and we'll buy that as well. I need this for the other silo bunker, where all our chaff is in. So I think we're all set. Brought my money down to $388,000, which kind of sucks because I was thinking about buying field number 31, which is right here, and for some reason it's almost like they heard me I was going to buy it, and they planted sugar beet in there. Who wants sugar beet? Where is our new mower? Here we go. Perfect. I better double check the weather for today. And the weather for today is pretty good. Now the problem is it's going to rain. It's going to rain tonight. Okay. I think we're going to wait, because if this grass is not turned to hay by tonight, then it rains at night, I'm going to lose production. If I wait until Sunday, then I got like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday currently with no rain in the forecast, and the wind looks good. So yeah, we'll wait on that. So in the meantime, what I need to do is, I got a lot of work to do. We're going to bring the mower up, move some things around, Probably skip this day now. I really have no work to do whatsoever today. I thought I was going to mow, but then I said, you know what, better check the weather. It may not even rain at midnight. That'll be the sucky part. But, yeah, hopefully tomorrow I can start harvesting field number 11, and then I got to soil sense it. Hopefully I don't have any more issues with the soil sensing. Yeah, I didn't really recheck since it's been a couple days since I did last episode. Did that fix this problem by reloading? No, for some reason, I'm not sure why the pH... I have no idea. Not a clue why it's done that. So yeah, I'm going to move some things around, and I'll bring it back probably when we get some harvesting done. I got wheat to harvest in the 2 big fields over by the ball field. We got, I think this is barley in field number 11 that we bought. So we need to get those harvested. Of course, straw bales, bale them on up, and then start planting some soybeans for the fall, because we just saw what soybeans can do. And of course, we're going to have corn chaff harvest to do this fall in this episode, and then replant with canola, and then get through most of winter. So basically what we're going to do this episode, a lot of work to do. I'm going to try to crunch it in all into an hour video, I hope. And by the end of the video, we'll be at the beginning of next spring. At least that's the plan. It is finally time to now cut the grass on the 4th day of summer. The weather now has cooperated well enough. And let me just double check the grass here. Grass water is below 20%, so it should come out as dry grass. So we're ready to cut, and the weather for the next couple days is going to be good. No rain in the forecast. It did rain last night, and finally, about 2:30 in the afternoon, the grass finally got below 20%. Another thing I need to do today is sell the milk. The milk price, we have a great demand at our wonderful sell point. It's not as great as it was last time we sold milk, but still almost $1,400 per 1,000 liters, and I got like 270,000 liters of milk to sell. As for our fields, how are we doing in our fields? Well, we got all soybeans planted here. I did plant soybeans at field number 11 because it was the 3rd day of summer. Can't plant corn there at all. So we got a whole bunch of fields of soybean ready to rock and roll. I did get this field number 11 precision farm, so we are good to go on that. And as far as I can tell, no issues whatsoever. As for the other field, though, down here, I came back down here. Oh, this is out of range. Fuddruckers, I did not know that. It must have been after the wheat harvest, so I'll have to get that precision farmed here. Or scanned here. Actually, I can probably put a worker on that now. Yeah, I can probably do that with course play. That will work. So outdated data. I came back down here again, try to scan it. I'm not sure why the pH value doesn't show. It shows the soil type and everything else, but for some reason, I don't know. So I'll get a worker scanning this field here. That's already on the Vultra. I got the... what else did I do here? Can I? No, let's do this. What is that? Yeah, let's go jump down to here. I do have this bunker emptied out, ready to go for our corn silage in a little bit. The only thing that concerns me is I ran the belt through here. It still shows 13,000 liters of silage in here. That belt picks up everything. So the only thing I can see is when I come over here, it's showing silage over here, but the belt should be able to pick that up. I'm wondering if it won't pick it up because this side's covered. I'll have to see how that works in a little bit. We'll see if I can dump chaff in there later on. So after we, first thing we're going to do is cut the grass. Then we're going to go sell the milk and then probably buy this field with a sugar beet into it. And I'm going to convert that over to grass for next season. Don't really care about this season, so I'll buy the field. What will I do with the sugar beet? I'm not going to harvest it. No flipping way am I going to do that. But let's get done talking here. Well, there'll be more talking. Let's face it. But let's get this Big Crone M up and going. Widespread it's on, which is good. That's what we want. This is going to make this job a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. Plus, it does free up the Dwight Spar to do other things. Oh, I was going to... Yeah, I said I was going to get a worker going. Where is that tractor? That tractor is somewhere. Aha, there we go. Let's get this set up and we'll scan that entire field. That way we get the most out of it. I got things everywhere. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering what day I'm recording this on, Does anyone want to guess what day I'm recording this on? I'm just saying. See if you can figure it out. Most of you probably got it off right, right away, and some other people are probably like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Let them know in the comments below what day I'm doing this on. Anyways, if I put this on Courseplay, is it Courseplay going to know the working width that this thing is? It says 18 meters. Is that what that thing actually is here? It's under miscellaneous. 18 meters. Courseplay is a smart little tool. Course generation. Let's do field number 13. We'll do 2 headlands. I don't know why. Overlap a little bit. That's fine. Yep. Generate a course. There we go. And, oh, the first thing you got to remember to do, because Courseplay won't turn it on, turn on your crop sensor or soil sensor and drive course. We don't need that on. Let them go just for a little bit here. And if we go back into here, there we go. Now we're getting refreshed data. So with soybeans being here, it probably does need some... Yeah, the nitrogen is good because soybeans don't need any nitrogen. The pH value is bad. Will I get to it? I'm not sure. We got a lot of work to do. No, stop clicking. I need to be on that. There we go. All right, let's get back in this beautiful thing that we just bought. And there we go. So much wider working width, plus working speed is a lot faster, so it's going to make this job a lot quicker. So speaking of making jobs a lot quicker, I probably should let you know, harvesting the wheat in those 2 fields and then picking up the straw bales, transporting the grain, basically harvesting those fields, took me just about 3 hours. So, well, I say just me. I wasn't working those fields, but I was doing a lot of other things. I didn't have time to just sit back, kick back, and relax. So it took a long time to harvest those fields. But I will tell you this, we got tons and tons of wheat. I think 750,000 liters of wheat we got to sell this upcoming winter. So that's going to bring in a lot of cash. Although at this point, I'm going to say cash is not really an issue anymore, as we can see. So I'm going to have tons of cash. We're going to have cash going out of our ears. I don't know where that saying comes from, but it's a saying, so deal with it. But yeah, we're going to spend a little bit of cash today. I keep saying today because the first part of this episode I kind of recorded a couple days ago. And yeah, then I went and I did all that harvesting. After I got done all that wheat harvesting, I did not feel like doing any more recording, so I waited a couple days. And now here I am cutting some grass. So hopefully I can get the rest of this episode done today. It's gonna be a lot of work because we gotta cut this grass. We gotta wait for it to dry. You know the routine: windrow it up, bale it on up, put it away. We got some corn chaff to do. Yep. And then of course we got the soybean harvest to do as well. And then we got winter time where we sell the wheat crop and the canola crop as well. And I gotta replant the cornfield with canola. So a lot of work still left to be done. The cows, I'll let you know what's going on with the cows a little bit later on. The numbers are going up still. Our goal of 500 cows by the end of winter. When I first made that goal, I think last episode, I'm like, 500 cows, can we get there? And then at the beginning of this episode, I'm just thinking, that's a possibility to get there. But we'll see. We're on the 4th day of summer now. So we still got more than half a year to go. This purchase here though, the big Croneb, I'm glad I did this because it's definitely going to save me a lot of time. Nothing wrong with the butterfly mower that we had with the Deutz Fire, just that it just took a little bit while, that was mowing at 13 miles an hour and the working width is like 5 meters less. So this is going to make quick work of these grass fields. Then after I get this done, we'll be grabbing our Peterbilt. I know it's not technically called a Peterbilt, but you look at it, it's a Peterbilt. We'll grab the Peterbilt, grab our milk tanker, and we're going to be making a lot of trips on down, sell some milk. And like I said, buy field number 31, I think it is, with a sugar beet into it. Probably do some precision farming onto that. And then I may just plow that sugar beet in, and then we'll be good to go on that front. I'm not in a rush to get that field done, but I do want to get the grass planted before the start of winter, so the grass is growing. That way next season we'll have 3 grass fields going. Definitely money well spent. I got that first field done probably like 5, well, not 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Used to take me about maybe close to half an hour to get that field mowed. So well worth the money and time for sure. Going to save me a lot of time in the future. I'm going to just go ahead and make a couple headlands here, so when I set Frank off on a, come over here and start mowing, just make sure we get all the grass that we possibly can. So I'll just do 2 quick headlands, and he should have no problem whipping out this grass field. And then I'm going to hop into the Peterbilt, grab our tanker, start delivering some milk so we can buy field number 31, I think it is. That lovely sugar beet into it. Like I said, we're just going to toss that crop right on out. Really don't care. Maybe on another playthrough, I'd probably lease a sugar beet harvester and do some sugar beet, but not today. Not in this series. No thanks. Not interested. We'll just have to get rid of that sugar beet. And like I said, get the grass planted in it as soon as we can. Definitely by the first day of winter. That way the grass can germinate and grow, and that way next season we can cut all 3 grass fields at the same time. But as we do know on the Geo for Griffin, Indiana, this grass is going to take a while to dry. Hopefully by tomorrow, but there is no rain in the forecast for like the next, including today, tomorrow, the day after. No rain in the forecast as of right now, so we should be all set. Let's get this headland done. At first, when I bought this Chrome Big M, I wasn't sure about the paint scheme. I mean, I was like, not too sure. Then now that I'm using it, I'm like, you know what? It's not that bad. It's growing on me. The one thing I will say in Farming Simulator 19, when you're buying something in the shop, and if you are changing the paint scheme, the colors on the vehicle or whatever you're buying, it looks a lot different once you get it out in the daylight. So I'm kind of hoping they kind of adjust that in Farming Simulator 22 to where I know there was a map and a mod. I don't know if it was a mod to the map or whatever, but there was a map to where the map creator had it to where the shop was quote-unquote outside. So when you change the color on it, it looked like it would when it's outside, because it is outside when you're looking at it. I saw that maybe like a year ago now. I even forgot what map that was on. I don't remember. Do not remember what map that was on. Alright, so Frank should be able to handle this. I mean, he should be done in a matter of minutes. He'll be done before I get all that milk delivered. I'm going to overlap a lot here just to be sure that we get all the grass. Yeah, I know I'm in your way. There you go. Alright, so our Peterbilt is right here. Yes, I know, it's dirty. Been doing a lot of work. Alright, let's turn this around here. Run into this awesome wood fence. I mean, that thing never falls down. The amount of times I hit the fences. I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but when I was bringing the silage up from the other silo bunker to this one, I did try putting it, 274,000 liters. I did try dumping it off into the silo bunker over here. And the silo bunker did say, no thank you, do not accept it here, so I'm piling it up in here. I am also going to buy another belt here shortly. This belt's going to stay in the silo bunkers here. We got the belt down there for that silo bunker. But I'm going to get a belt over here for the manure because I'm getting tired of switching that over from here to there. And I just empty out the belt every time because, we don't want silage in the manure or manure in the silage. So I do have to sell the butterfly mower, so whatever I get for cash on that, I should be able to be enough to buy the belt. So it looks like we're fine on water. The mess is the mess. So I'm using about, let's see, it took 24,000 liters of silage every time we feed the cows now. 24,000 liters of silage every day, which is not that bad yet. So we're doing okay. You can see I got that all well topped off. The straw bales from the harvest, you can probably see if I come over here, we go into here. So right now we got 313 bales and 6.2 million liters of straw ready to be used. Currently on the grass, we're doing rather well, 2 million liters. Not going through that much yet. And the manure, well, that's piling on up. Looks like we're done filling up. All right, let's go down and sell our first tank load of milk. Let's see, I just forgot how much was there, so I'm gonna have, like, after this load, at least three full more loads to go, and a little bit extra after that. So we should see the cash go up quite a bit, but then again, we're gonna spend it right away on field number 31. All right, time for load number 1. I'm glad I got a bull nose on the front of this Peterbilt because I run into everything. Trees usually win. Alright, so what I'm going to get for a tank here. I would do the quick math, but my brain is already fried today, so let's see what we get. Actually, I may even have enough cash to buy field number 31 currently. So $85,772 for that, which is good. So let's go into here. Let's go into lands. This one right here, 477. I don't have enough cash for it. All right, well, so we are going to get 2 fields, actually 12 as well. I want to make field number 12 grass also, because why not? I'm not going to bring a combine harvest over here to harvest that a little bit every time. All right, so you know what? Let's just go ahead and sell all the milk, and then we'll buy the field, and hopefully by then Frank is done. Over $700,000 in the bank account. I got about 20,000 more liters of milk to deliver, but one thing I've never done, and we're going to try it on out because I've never used it. I want to see how it works because I may use it in the future instead of taking my time to deliver milk. There is a button you can use to have your milk picked up, and I'm not really sure how it's done here. So I got 26,000 liters. I should be able to... I don't want to sell the GEA stall. Where's... Can I not... I thought I was able to sell the milk by hitting the button on the side. Okay, so it wasn't showing it in my HUD. But yes, if you come up and hit R, it will show you. Let's see here. Market value is $13.83. So what are you showing me? What is that? The place I was selling it at? No, wrong button. So it's showing me the highest price must be. All right. So milk fee total, market value. So if I want to sell all 26,000, can I go over that? No, wait. All right, so the total. So the fee. So if I were to bring this down myself, looks like I would get $36,366, but the fee for them to come pick it up is $2,318, so I would get $34,000. So is this done instantly, or it is? All right, so that's kind of interesting. I don't know if it's a base fee per 1,000 liters, or would that be like the base fee? I'm pretty sure it's a base fee per 1,000 liters, how much you get charged. So what are they charging, like $2,300 to come pick up and deliver it? I'm pretty sure if I sold all 270,000 liters of that milk, it'd be kind of expensive. Well, all the milk is sold. I think Frank is done. So let's go over. And the one thing about the big Crone M, he's going to leave little spots. Yeah. They leave little spots like that, which is fine. So let's get the rest of this grass cut on up. Then I can turn this time speed back up a little bit, and that way this grass will eventually dry. It's not going to be today because it's already 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Hopefully by tomorrow I can windrow this up, make some hay bales, put that in storage. Let's zip on over here. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a time saver for me. I mean, it's not going to save me any time in like this field here when I hire like Frank to do it, or eventually the other field that we're going to buy here soon. But that field there, I could put that on course play, but since I got that little bit of a forest area right in the middle, course play might have a little bit of a problem with it. I'm pretty sure course play could figure it out, but I go ahead and do that field anyways. There we go. The big Crone M is all done with this job for the season, I guess, really. So I'm going to go park this down by the pressure washer. Oh yeah, I got to do some landscaping around here. Landscaping at some point, but not in a highlighted season episode that we're trying to do here. Yeah, this highlighted episodes, last episode and this one, it's definitely going to make our farm, looks like it's progressing really, really fast. But man, it's a lot of work to put into 2 episodes. Okay, and now this worker down here is done. Stop driver, cancel course. Now if we go to precision farming, there we go. No outdated data at all. Everything's looking good. Oh, someone did leave a comment on last episode because I was asking about the pH level over here. And what did they say? They said the pH color was clicked off. You can see all the colors are on. I'll click through them all and you can watch field number 16. So yeah, if you click off a color, it will show it like that. But all my colors are on. So still same problem. So it may have been last episode. Maybe I did have something clicked off, but today they're all the colors I clicked on still got the same issue. Let's go over to here now. So now we can buy field number 30 and number 12. Let's go to lands. Let's go to here. Let's go to buy. Yes, please. All right. So now what I need to do is we're going to drive you on over. And we're going to go ahead and scan the field right away. That way you have work to do. Our corn is looking pretty good. Just got to figure out, hopefully when I do corn chaff, it'll accept chaff, but it's showing 13,000 liters of silage in there. We'll figure it out. That will be happening here very soon. I'm going to turn on the soil sensor right away. Let me go ahead here. Course generation. This is field number 31. Around twice would be good. Yep, do that. That's looking good. And nope, I had it. First waypoint, drive course. All right, so I'm gonna let this guy get this work done. Do any of these fields? Well, field number 12 shows that it needs to be plowed. pH value is bad as we expect. Nitrogen level looks like it's through the flipping roof. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably take care of these fields, flipping them over, when the soybean harvest is going on, because the combine will be out doing a lot of soybean harvesting, and I could be over here in the Deutz-Fahr, and the plow will subsoil these sugar beets in. And what is in field number 12? Is anything in field number 12 currently? Is field number 12 a grass field? Field number 12 has been cultivated. All right. So there's nothing in there, but I will have to subsoil it anyways. Anywho, what we're going to wait now for is, like, I still got $265,000, which is great. So now it's time to fast forward probably until tomorrow, and hopefully we have hay to pick up. Soil sensed field number 31, and I'm destroying my sugar beet. Oh no. Oh no. Let's run up here and soil sense this field here. It won't take me too long. Let's go ahead and turn on the mini map because that's always helpful. I don't need course plate for this. We're going to whip this out here and take care of this in no time flat. This field here will need to be subsoiled. We'll do the sugar beets to subsoil that in just to make it a little bit easier. Now every time when I do precision farming and do soil sensing, I always go to the map like, am I having any problems like I do down field number 16? So far not, so I don't know if it's a map thing. I don't know because I have no idea what's going on down there. It's okay, it is what it is. I mean, really that section of the field we're just doing cereal crop and soybean. So we're just doing the cereal crop to get the straw for the cows and the soybean just because. In the future, you know, maybe in a couple years from now, I may not even do the soybean because we'll have so much money I won't really need to do the soybean. So we'll just do like a cereal crop kind of a thing. And every once in a while I may go ahead and do corn too. I mean, I got a corn header. I don't think we've used it yet. So looks like when I'm crop sensing, it's on. I think right now it's showing the nitrogen levels on the field. So it's kind of interesting how the field seems to be perfectly like capped out with nitrogen, except for a couple spots on the field. I wonder if that's from doing all the contracts early on. You know how it is when you do a contract, you got to complete like what 95% of it, and probably when I was getting close and it's a contract complete, I probably shut off the fertilizer spreader so I wasn't spending more on fertilizer than I needed to. I already got one grass field windrowed. So this little section here. Yeah, there we go. We're all set. Let me go ahead and turn this off. I think I'll bring this up and drop off the crops. I keep saying crop sensor. Soil sensor. I shouldn't need it for a while, at least I don't think so. I will say this though, and you've probably done it yourself if you've been using the soil sensor. When I work somewhere else on the map and I got the soil sensor going, I get a little stuttering here and there, and I think it's because the game is updating to the soil sensing, the precision farming. Let's go ahead and lower that down. Detach the hoses. And there we go. I'm going to leave that there for now. We're going to jump back into not this. We need to jump back up to here. There we go. You can see it got all nice and windrowed. So the grass took about 12 hours to dry. So it was like about 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. It was hard to tell because I was going at 2,000 times the speed. But I was sitting by the grass field hoping that it would turn, and it turned overnight. So 12 hours, which is not bad. I will take that. And I don't have the baler on follow me when I windrow it. I figure I just windrow it. It's not going to take me long to windrow it, and then I'll bale it up myself. Because, yeah, the baler. I don't want to say a baler issue I have. We're just leaving too much of a swath. So I was always going around and having to follow up what the worker was doing anyway, so I might as well just go ahead and do it all myself afterwards. It doesn't take me long to windrow it anyways. Don't need the map up anymore. So originally when I thought of this challenge about doing 2,000 cows, I'm like, okay, that sounds like a fun challenge. As we get along here, I just get more and more work. Yeah, it's going to be challenging because we're getting. Hopefully by the end of the year we'll be at 500 cows, which would be 25% of the way there, and it's getting to be a lot of work. Of course, it may seem that way because, like with this episode and last episode, I'm cramming 1 year into 2 episodes basically. But I think when we started this year, we were like at 374 cows. And like I said, by the end of this year, hopefully we'll be at 500. And then if we do reach 500 by the end of this year, I think next year's goal will be up to 700, maybe 750. Might be asking a lot, but why not? And then I'm not going to speculate beyond years past that. I'm hoping 5 more years and we'll be at 2,000 cows. Now that all depends on at what age our cows start to die of old age. Yeah, we're not going to do anything with the cows. Just let them sit. What do I say? Let them sit in there, and then we're not going to bother selling them when they get to the peak age. We'll just keep them as long as we can, and when they die, they die of old age. And we'll see when how old they actually are when they start dying. Now we are playing 6-day seasons, so it may be different for you if you're playing 3-day seasons, or are you the crazy one playing on 30-day seasons? That's almost like playing a really actual year. 30-day seasons, what do you do on 30-day seasons? I mean, you must be skipping a lot of days. Unless you're playing on a really humongous map and you're not playing with no mods. To where, I mean, you're harvesting at 6 miles an hour and you got a huge field to harvest. It probably could take you some days to mow, not mow, but harvest the field. Couple more rows of hay to pick up and we're done with hay baling for the season. Definitely have enough hay bales to last another year easily. At least I think I do. It all depends on how fast the cows do reproduce. But at least when next season rolls around, we'll have a couple more grass fields. And field number 31, the one we just bought, not counting field number 12, but field number 31 is about as big as this grass field here. So grass production or hay production definitely will go up quite a bit next season. Should be all set. I am kind of curious how many bales I've made, but I guess we can kind of count them when we pick them up with the autoloader. I was going to check the stats on Farming Simulator, but I did some of the wheat harvest today on this since I started playing today. So it's going to show straw bales that I made. I don't know if there's enough hay around for me to pick up to finish off that bale. Let me go around and see if I can get enough hay. Well, I was able to go around and get enough hay to fill off that one bale. Then, of course, any extra that I did pick up was only like maybe 50 more liters I had left in there. Emptied that on out, so we are good to go for next season with the baler. I'm done with the baler this year for sure, right? Yeah, we're done with the baler. Actually, the Dwight's fire can be turned off. Let's go ahead and jump on into our truck, which is here. And what did I do with my flatbed at this point? I have no idea. Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. It's just around the corner. I parked it so I was ready to pick up the hay bales. Luckily, we don't have too far to go with them. Come on, back on up. Alright, turn on the autoloader. Let's see how many bales we can grab. Well, we're going to grab all of them, but let's see how many we made, I guess, is what I want to say. Got this field all picked up. Went over to the other field. Got myself a full trailer, so here is 39 bales. And let's drop those right on in there. Can I make this corner? Probably not. Actually, we can make that corner. Perfect. Let's go pick up the rest of these bales. So there's 39. So there's not many left over here, honestly. So probably like 47 we'll get in total. Maybe. Thank you for the auto-loading baler, because I would be here for ages picking up all these bales. Hay bales, not as many. Straw bales, plenty. Well, 39 and 8 is 47. Perfect. Now these fields just not need to be have manure spread out on them twice. But that's one less job I got to do this season and in this episode. Let's go ahead and pop these in here so they're safe and sound. And there we go. So now next job will be, well, probably late summer, early fall. But today is the 4th day of summer, I do believe. So a couple days I got to skip. It'll be time to do the corn chaff. Soybean harvest will be a little bit later into the season. But corn chaffing is next on the agenda. First day of fall is here, and that means the corn is ready. It actually looks like it's ready for harvest, but actually when you walk in the field, it still says quote-unquote growing. So, yeah, doesn't matter. Either way, it's ready for forage harvesting. Unfortunately, I've already tested this bunker right here. Yeah, still got 11,000 liters into it. I am getting the extra literage out of it, the extra silage out of it, by emptying out this bunker here. So that little bleed over, I can kind of show you. I think I showed you before. So yeah, you can see this bunker is covered, but this stuff is not covered over here. I tried getting the belt close to the wall. It won't take it out. The only way I can get it out is by emptying this bunker here. So today when we do the corn chaff, I'm going to bring up to the other bunker. You know, I probably should double check. I hope that bunker is classified as empty as well. No, that's the wrong button. Let's click in there. Hopefully this bunker is classified as empty. Is it? It is. This one's classified as empty. So we'll have to bring our corn chaff up here, dump it into there. Meanwhile, by next season, that bunker, I would assume that's down there, the one that I'm kind of emptying, we'll take it on out. Because we are taking care of the cows. And I will show you the cows at this point because we are at the first day of fall. So we still got basically a half a year left to go. So let's go into the cow stats page, and we're up to 462 cows currently. These stats, I just cleaned them on out and we're running at 1 times the speed. So that should be 100% here at 9:15. It's slowly filling up with water because I sped through the night. The mixer just went ahead and fed them. You can see that they require 175,000 liters of TMR every 2 days. Look at the straw, how much straw they need every 2 days. 70,000 liters of straw. This is for bedding. So, yeah, that's why we're doing a whole bunch of cereal crop fields. Let's jump back down here and get to the task at hand. So, yeah, we're bringing the corn chaff up to the other bunker. I'm probably just going to drive right across this sugar beet field because I don't care about the sugar beet. Let's run over to here and get our, I almost said our New Holland forage harvester, but last year we traded it back out for the Crone. That way I could have my modded header on there where it works properly, and we get the job done a lot quicker. Roll on out here. Let's see, we don't need that HUD display. And what I'm going to do for dumping the chaff into the bunker, I'm going to back into the bunker and then pile up and then compact it once we get it all in there. Let's get the pipe out. Let's unfold the header. And let's start getting course play ready to go. Next season, field number 11 could be corn as well. We'll see how much chaff silage we go through this upcoming season. This field right here could be all corn as well. Field number 30 is what we're doing. Let's see. I think I'm going to do 3 headlands. And we'll overlap by 4% on the headlands. Corners smooth. think I need to put that on turn, but we're going to leave it on smooth. That's what I always use. I think turn is what I should be using. Anyways, let's click on it because I want to get this job done. Alright. And nope, we're going to start at the first waypoint. Drive course. And you may not go right away because I am not close enough. Alright, you're just going to drive right into the field because you can without doing crop destruction. And after I get this job done, I'm going to take a break from Farming Simulator for a bit. So even on today's recording, I've been going at it now for almost 4 hours. And we still got the soybean harvest to go. And all that still left to do. And I still got to get that field over there converted over to grass. A lot of work to do. Yeah, so even though it's been great seeing the progress in these 2 episodes for a full year, it's taken a lot of off-camera time just to progress through the season. I want to say season, but since there's 4 seasons in the year, it's been a lot of progress through a year. So it's kind of unfortunate about the bunker down here, but it is what it is. I mean, one way or another, I was transferring the stuff from down here up to the cow barn anyways. Yeah, this is working out much better. So yeah, if you're wondering why did you switch to the New Holland and you didn't see that episode, so the header that we're currently using is a modded one. So you can see we're harvesting at 14, 15 miles an hour. So I had that on the New Holland, but it was glitching out to where, for some reason, the New Holland would just spit out corn chaff all the time. Didn't matter when that header was attached to it. Didn't matter if there was corn or anything there. It was just chaffing it anyways. So I went back to the original in-game header from the New Holland, and at 6 miles an hour harvesting, it works fine and everything, but it just was taking up too much of my time, and right now time is very important to me in this series. So we went back to the original modded header so we can harvest at a higher speed, and then we sold the New Holland forage harvester and put it on the Krone forage harvester, which was a little bit more expensive, but now that we got the money, it doesn't really matter too much. Doesn't matter at all. So what are we going to spend the money on now that's going to be coming in? Not too sure. I mean, we'll buy more fields when it's needed. As for equipment, I think we're just about there on equipment. Now, the only thing I might do, and this would cost a lot of cash, the more fields we get, the longer it will take to harvest. So like I said, the wheat harvest that I did, that we got like 750,000 liters of wheat. That there took about 3 hours to harvest and then replant. What we may do if I get more fields, and if I do get an extreme amount of cash, which we probably will, I may go ahead and buy a second harvester and set up. That way I can have 2 harvesters going and get the jobs done that much quicker. That's probably about the only thing I'll do for equipment is double up on the equipment. I have toyed about also as well, maybe thinking about getting into the TMR mixer, but this morning I noticed this TMR mixer, when it was filling, I'm like, oh, it's not going to fill it, the feed trough full of capacity. It actually ran through twice this morning. So I didn't know it would do that, but it did. It did. So I really would like to just do a drive-through, but with much chaff as we're dropping in here, and even though we're compacting it, and yes, there is a leveler that you can use. I tried using the leveler in FS17, and boy, I just was not really, I tried it many times. It just didn't work out well for me. So we're going to do this approach here, where I just back up and pile it up. I think that'll work so much better. And really, we're not that far from the cornfields to make the trips up and down. So it won't take too long. And I think this is going to work out better. But it would be nice if the bunkers down here did work, because I'm just that much closer to the worker field. We'll get the job done. And I can transfer the silage over after it converts on days like when we're doing the wheat harvest. and I got workers in the field doing the wheat harvest, and I'm doing all side jobs, if you will. That'd be a good side job to do, is just take silage from down there and transfer it up to here. But what this also allows us to do, I could not put silage in the bunker we're currently dumping into because it was empty. And silo bunkers will not accept silage. They accept chaff and grass. They will accept silage once it converts over and ferments into silage. Then you can, as long as there's silage in the bunker, it will accept it. It's kind of weird that way, but that's the way it is. That is just the way it is. So just like I may have talked about it before, it's hard to tell because I've been, like I said, last episode and this episode, I got a lot of recorded hours into it, even though I think last episode was maybe 50 minutes long, and this episode I thought might be an hour, it might be a little bit shorter. So let's just say you got about an hour and a half worth of videos to watch in the last 2 episodes. I think the first episode I did about 6.5 hours of recording. This episode here, I got a lot of hours of recording, plus a lot of off-screen time I didn't even bother recording. So this episode is probably going to take me about 9 hours, 10 hours of work before I get the episode completely done. So skipping through a season, or highlights of a season, is nice because you get to see the progress. It's just a lot of work, and I got a lot more work to do in the future when we start getting more cows. But it looks like, now that I showed you how many cows we're at halfway through the season, I think we're going to reach 500 cows by the end of the year, which is great. So that means we'll be 25% of the way there. So maybe by the end of the next season, like I said, 700. That seems like a possibility. I already forgot. Did I say 3 headlands or 2 headlands here? I think I said 3 headlands here. If we miss little pieces here and there, it does not matter too much. But with the amount of cows that we're getting, I definitely think probably next year, just be on the safe side, field number 11 will be corn as well. We want to make sure we got silage. I don't want to run out of silage. I mean, if we run out of TMR, it's not the biggest thing because we can always feed them grass, which I can probably get in a lot of areas. We can just feed them silage. There's a lot of different things we can feed them. I don't want to be buying food for them because that would not be good at all. Worst comes to worst, if I really need to, like you see a cornfield there, I could always take a job or buy a field with corn in it, harvest it, compact it. By the time it does all that, if I'm out of food by then, I'm already in trouble. Let's just hope that we never run out of food for the cows. I mean, we should not run short of straw and hay. Hay seems to be doing rather well. Straw, we seem to be doing fine on. But like I was thinking, and I may have said it before, like I said, if I repeat myself sometimes, forgive me because it's been hours in between maybe a part of the video that you saw since I recorded it. So yeah, I'm thinking once we get like a lot of cash, like in the cereal crop fields, I may not do soybeans after a while if we get a lot of money. Soybeans we were just doing because we can. We can get 2 harvests in a year, but I was doing soybeans only for the sole purpose of getting some cash. But I may use that milk, I don't want to say delivery system, milk pickup system in the future. That saves a lot of time going up and down and reloading. Yeah, so I think by unloading the chaff this way, I'm going to be able to fit it in a lot better and it won't look as messy. So for the next few times the TMR mixer needs to be refilled with silage, I'll be going down to this bunker down here grabbing it. I'm glad I don't do it with the Ford tractor anymore in the bucket, because 9,000 liters at a time, I mean that's like 14 buckets to fill that TMR mixer up, and I would have to do it pretty much every day. All this glorious sugar beet. I mean, if we had pigs, I'd be harvesting that stuff. The last time I did something like this with that many animals, if you've been around long enough and you remember Hawke's Bay. I had to think of the name of the map for a minute. Why are we stopping here? Oh, I'm too far ahead of where you see the trailer. Okay. Hawke's Bay, I think we had, what, 1,200 pigs that we were trying to keep fed? But that was not with seasons. That was... Correct? No, that wasn't with seasons. So, I mean, crops were ready for harvest, even on slow crop growth. That's every 2 days crops are ready. So we had no problem keeping up with them. And so far we've had no problem keeping up with the cows. I think we're staying ahead of the curve. Just that the curve is getting sharper and sharper. It's getting a bigger curve. I mean, it took many, I think, what, the first 3-4 seasons before we even got up to 100 cows, if that. And now in a season, we've gone up, we're going to go up like 125 in a season. So the only thing I will think about when we're doing the harvest for soybean and selling crops this winter, and for the next episode or two, is what field will I purchase next. It could probably be the one right here on our left. That's 800 grand. So that is a nice big field for our future. So at any point, if we decide to flip corn in there, or if I need a lot more cereal crop, that'd be fine. So not even 2 headlands done yet. I got many more trips to go. Almost about an hour into this corn chaff harvest. It's going rather well. I'm hoping this is going to be the last truckload I got to bring up to the silo bunker, just because it's been an hour. That's but the silo bunker is looking actually pretty good up there. We've been piling it in really decently, so I think compacting is going to be really simple for the Steiger tractor once I bring it up there. They'll be doing it when we're doing the soybean harvest. And I've came to the decision while doing this corn chaff, I think what we're going to do is we're not going to do 2 harvests per season anymore. So I'm not going to plant canola in this field this winter. So this field will just be a corn field and that's it. The other fields won't be doing soybean anymore either. Just going to go cereal crop. That could change in the future if I start to where I need more cash for buying more fields, then I could plant more crop in the season. Like I said, we just did soybean for cash. We did the canola for cash just because we could. But with the amount of milk that we're getting now, I think we're all set. Plus the amount of wheat that I got from the previous, this summer's harvest. That's going to bring in a lot of cash. So I don't think, to save myself a lot of work, let's not do 2 harvests in a season. That'll cut down a lot of stuff that we're doing. Because I got plenty of work to do in the season now as it is. So I think we're all set there. The only thing it may do, and I'm going to check on it in just a second, but it'll be what it is. With seasons, you do have a crop rotation, and the crop rotation that we're doing, our crops were yielding better than normal, or just a tad under normal from the rotation that we're doing. If I do nothing but corn in this field here, the crop may not yield as well as it does, but that'll be okay, I guess. And same thing goes for the other field, because we really just do the harvesting of the fields to get the cows what they need. The corn chaff for silage and the straw for bedding and TMR mixtures. I'm going to make sure I turn off this engine here. And after I dump this off, I am taking a break from FS19 for today, because it's been, I think I've been here almost 4.5 hours-ish, give or take. Just doing this is, for me, this is like phase 2 of this episode, so I'm gonna have to take a break and maybe tomorrow finish up the episode of phase 3, because yeah, I got a lot of work to do. Nope, stop jumping into that one. All right, let's go up and see how much corn chaff and what the silo looks like. I'm kind of glad that field number 31 that has a sugar beet in it is going to be grass, because I've been driving to that field a lot, as you're going to see from all the crop destruction. Yeah, why not? But we're going to subsoil. I'm going to subsoil that field and field number 12 and this field here while the soybean harvest is going on. So they're all set to go. And like I said, not going to plant nothing in the cornfield that we're just in. We'll just get that set and we'll be ready to plant corn as soon as we can next season. And I won't be planting nothing in the soybean fields until next year, until it's time to switch over. The other thing I will mention though, if we do buy more fields, which we probably will, the cereal crop fields I'm going to have to, I can't plant all one crop because our silo can hold 900,000 liters of a certain crop. So if I were to buy another field and did another field of wheat, I harvested 750,000 liters this year. If I did another field, I wouldn't be able to fit all of the grain in there. So we'll have to do like half wheat, half barley, and half barley, half oats, kind of a thing. So this is where our bunker is looking like. I could have probably dumped it a little bit more closer to the edge here, but I didn't want any spilling out. So now I'm sneaking into here. So yeah, that whole one side is me backing up once and dumping in. So you can back up twice and do this. I was hoping to get all that one field into one side because this is the same bunker silo that we got down below, so I know there's bleed over from one bunker to another, but I think it'll be okay. So there we have it. How many liters of chaff do we get? 950,000 liters of chaff, and it's 1% compacted, so the Steiger is going to have a little bit of work ahead of itself. So some things I need to still get done this episode, but that'll be in phase 3 when I sit down and record it. So while the soybean harvest is going on, because that'll be the next thing I get involved with, and once I get workers going on that, I'm going to be subsoiling field number 31, 30, and 12, and get those fields all set. I probably got to spread lime down in field number 12 and 31, and then I'll be planting... once the Steiger gets done compacting the chaff up here and not covered, I'll be planting grass in 12 and 31. These fields here won't be touching them at all. Field number 11, I don't think that needs to be plowed. No, it doesn't. So field number 11, that's been limed this season. So after I harvest the soybeans in this field here, field number 11 and 30 will be our corn fields. And of course, fields number 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 are our cereal crop fields. This field here will probably be the next one I purchase, I think. We'll have to wait and see. But work for this episode, like I said, I'm going to start the harvest here. I'll be working in fields 12, 31, 30, getting those prepped. And if I do get time, I will get a layer of cow manure fertilized up here because I don't know if I'm at max for manure. It's at 500,000. So I don't know what the max is. So just a little note to myself, for 463 cows currently. We've already got a good amount of milk already since we sold it last time. We're up to 117,000 liters of milk. That's what I'm saying. I really don't need the soybean canola to be selling crop for cash. Now, like I said, I think we got pretty much all the equipment we kind of need, I do believe. A small chance I could buy another medium or large size tractor to help out around the farm a little bit. But now that we got the Krone Big M doing some mowing, frees up some tractor space here and there. But, yep, for you, in just a second, we'll be coming back, and it should be near the end of the soybean harvest. But for me, it's time for me to take a break. Welcome to the third day of fall. Soybean harvest is almost over. And as you can see, I am planting grass in our new fields. Field number 12, the northern field, I've already taken care of that. Both fields were plowed, spread with some lime. Looking at the fertilizer stage, the nitrogen level, it looks pretty darn good. Probably from doing all those contracts early on. But man, things are moving along really good. The one thing that's going on quite a bit is this episode. So I just kind of finished editing phase 2 of this episode. I just wanted this episode to be about an hour, and now I realize, as you're watching at this point, you're about at 1 hour and 5 minutes roughly. So this last phase that I'm recording, this is the third recording I've done for this episode, or phase for it. So I want to keep it kind of short. So yeah, we're just going to finish with soybean harvest and then deliver all of the, we got wheat, we got oats, and we got canola to deliver in the winter. So I'll probably just say, hey, it's time to deliver this stuff, and we'll deliver it, and I'll show you the totals, because I don't want this episode to go on much longer. But we're getting the grass seed put in for these fields here. So it should be, when the beginning of season, next season starts, hopefully the grass will already have germinated and started to grow. And that way, next year, it's in line with the other fields. Speaking of grass, I think we're going to do some adjustments to the TMR mixer. So I'm going to show you the cow totals here in just a moment. We are, like I said, the third day of fall, so we still got 9 more days in the season. We're not going to have no problem reaching 500 cows. Unless something drastically happens here shortly. Yeah, it should not be a problem. So let me just go ahead and get this last pass in here for seeding. Yeah, the notification, I've been noticing I had to refuel the Steiger tractor here with fuel. We're just about out. Now the Ideal Combine's just about out. So I have talked about maybe buying another combine and getting the fields and harvesting done quicker. Another combine and header would cost me $500,000. And of course, I would have to get another baler, because when we do the baling, obviously I want the baler to follow the combine to get 2 jobs done at one. So I probably need like $700,000 to get everything set up properly to do double harvesting. So that will be put on the back burner just for a little while. The cornfield, I got that plowed as well, so that's ready to go. When I say I got it plowed, a lot of workers were doing a lot of stuff while I was doing other stuff around the farm. Plenty of work to be done. I've been cleaning things up, putting things away, because we are getting that much closer to winter. So the one thing I want to wrap up here for fall before we cut until delivering all the grain, and honestly I'm getting kind of tired, so this may sit out here this winter. I mean, I may not feel like parking it up this winter. I think it looks good right there for the winter, don't you? Maybe. But I'm parking things up here. Getting some things nice and cleaned up. Yep, we're all set to go. The combine here, I need to... Ooh, let's go ahead and unload that a little bit more here. It was a full combine. I was trying to unload it as it goes, but I got this far. I'm like, you're good enough to finish the field. So let me go get the rest of the soybeans that I can. And we'll head up to the silo, dump this in. We got a good amount of soybeans ready to go for selling next season. And that's not all. We got to sell some more milk today because there's another great demand at our sell point. And I think I'm going to use the easy trigger button. I think that's what I'll call it, the easy trigger button. I think the milk is going for like $16.50-ish, somewhere around there. So we'll get like 300 grand. It's going to cost me like 20,000 to pay the worker to come and deliver the milk. That is expensive, but you know what, at this point, like I said, money's going to come in quicker and quicker here. I probably should also mention that we did get some manure spread on the grass field. By the way, this grass field right here, it needed to be soil sensed. I came to put some manure on there. It wasn't spread manure. I'm like, why wouldn't it spread manure? Then I paused and went, oh, let me guess. Yeah, soil needed to be sensed. It was outdated data. That field got soil sensed. Not soil sensed. That field got manure spread as well. And of course, we got this compacted. And I think this is going to be 55% done. So I did a quick calculation. We got, including this as being compacted, about 2 million liters of silage sitting around here, which seems good, right? But if we go into this, first let's go and I'll show you the cows, because that's where we got to see it. 485 cows with 9 days left to go in the year, so we should reach 500 no problem. Currently, with 485 cattle, we're looking at 2.5 million liters of food required per year. Now, my ratio is 50% silage, which means, so I need 1.2 million liters of silage to feed the cows. You just said you got 2 million, so what's the problem? Like I said, that's for 485 cattle. We're just going to get more and more cattle. So I might be, I think I'd be fine on silage. But one thing we can do is we can come in here. Actually, I could have done it out there. I think we'll cut back on the amount of silage we're putting in. And we'll use the rest in grass and hay. Can I, wait, can I go lower and higher? Oh, no. So the lowest we can go is 45%, apparently. Yep, so the lowest I can go is 45% in silage. I was hoping to go down to 40. Let me pump it down a little bit on straw as well. And we'll go up to here like that. So we'll try that. So we cut back 5% on silage. So that's going to help out a little bit. Cut back a little bit on straw, and we'll go up on grass because now we got more grass fields. We should be fine. Because I don't want to say I'm not going through the grass, but I think we're going to be more than fine now. Adding some more grass fields is going to be good. That'll save me a little bit on straw as well and silage. So let's come over to here. And you can see I got 212,000 liters to sell. Let me hit this button here, and if I back up, yeah, the price right now is $16.41. So if I were to sell it outright, I almost get $350,000, but we got to pay a fee of $21,000. So is it 1,000 for every 10? 1,000 pounds for every 10,000 liters? Kind of close there. It seems kind of close. Let's go ahead and just do that because I don't want to be driving back and forth quite a bit. That brings us up to 590,000 pounds. Yep, sorry, Wither Farms keeps it at pounds for a while. Yeah, so we're all set there. The cows are all set. So the last thing I got to do for a little while is I got to finish up the soybean harvest. Let's close that door. I'm done fertilizing the fields for a while. Like I said, fields 12 and 31 are new grass fields. If I go to precision farming, pH levels are looking pretty good. And the nitrogen level is looking really good. As for these fields here, they're going to need some work. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the pH value there. So I got this much more to harvest for soybean. I'm going to see you about the 3rd day of winter-ish. So if we go to wheat, yeah, we're looking at about the 3rd day of winter. Kind of around there. So we'll be selling our wheat, canola. So maybe the 2nd day. And we also got oats to sell as well. So I'll see you at the beginning, middle of winter-ish. Yeah, middle of winter-ish, and we'll start selling all the crops that we have. I'll show you the money that we got then. And then, yeah, end the season, get to spring, and we'll see, did we reach our goal of 500 cows? You pretty much know we did. The question is now, how far over are we going to go? Third day of winter is here, which is the prime day to sell all the grain, which I've been doing. Making my last trip on down with my last load of wheat. I've already sold the oats and the canola. You can see the bank total, maybe $1,024,000 in the bank account. Also, if you look to the left, our grass fields, that are new grass fields, they are growing, which is just fantastic. Over $1 million. That's more than what I thought I would be at this point. I should also mention that what we got left in the silo is 440,000 liters of soybeans to sell next summer. So that should be pretty close to $500,000. I like the sound of that as well. But we're not done selling things today. We're going to sell the milk today. The milk price is really good today. It's like 13 something or other. And I got milk. I don't know how much milk we got, but we're going to sell it just to bring the totals up. And then I'll fast forward again 3 more days, and it'll be the first morning of the first day of spring. We'll see what our cow totals are. I will tell you, yes, we're over 500 already, and we got this day and 3 more days left in the season. I'm just going to say we're over 500. I'm not going to say how much we're over now, because, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Now let's dump this in here. How many liters I got? So I'm going to get maybe like just like $19,000 for this load, maybe something like that. A lot of trips for 750,000 liters of wheat back and forth. All right, so $21,000 right there. Let's go back to the barn and have some guy. I'll pay him some cash to come get the milk because I am tired of driving back and around forth. I need a break is what I need. Well, 355,000 liters of milk is what I got to sell. Let's come in here and, yep, so he's going to charge me $30,000. So I pretty much spent, what was it, $20,000 last time and maybe $2,000 time before. So we'll just say like $50,000 to $55,000 for this driver to come and deliver the milk for me. But we're going to get $462,000 in the milk. Let's go ahead and do that. Brings up to $1.5 million. So, yeah, the cows are making the milk. So I got 3 more days to take care of the cows. Like I said, I'm going to see you on day 1 of spring, early morning. And we'll see what our cow totals are then. I still got a lot of work ahead of me here. Hooray, hooray, spring is here, and I can finish this episode. I've just been reading some comments because I'm still recording this on Halloween Day, this episode, and that means last episode has been released. I've been reading some of your comments coming out, and the few comments I have read, at least 3 people have said so far you like the pace that this is taking, at least in that episode. Maybe this episode's gone too fast. I will say I can't keep up this pace because this episode here, I've recorded, or I've played Farming Simulator for about 12 hours today, redoing this episode. And yesterday I did about 3 hours of recording for this episode. So that's 15 hours for one episode. And I can't do that. Usually by Sunday night, I have all my videos recorded for the week. I still got to do ATS video, Farmer's Life video, and, well, tomorrow's video for Griffin, Indiana. So got to do that. But anyways, we're here to see some cow totals, aren't we? I got to refill these again. Yeah, in winter, cows take more feed, so I was refilling these quite a bit. Over here, just curious, how much silage do I got left in this bunker over here now? So I went about through 300,000 liters of silage in that bunker since mid-fall. And already since we sold that milk in mid-winter, we are back up to 270,000 liters of milk already to sell. So like I said, money coming in is not a problem. But we want to hit 500 cows. That was our goal by the end of the season. I already told you we were at 500. The question is, how far over 500 are we? And we're up to 564 cows, ladies and gentlemen. 564, so 64 over. So I also said in this video that maybe next year, which is now this year, we should shoot for 700 cows. Do I want to say 800? Can I say 800 by the end of the season? Maybe that's what we'll shoot for, is 800 cows. Well, not what you shoot for. That's what the cows to decide. That's a lot of cows. So we almost got, 374 to 564. So that was 200 cattle that we got last year. So now we just got to get 250 to get up to 800. I think that is something that they could do, as long as they keep up the feed. I do have some concerns, but I'm going to go over that in next episode because I got to finish this. I'm exhausted playing Farming Simulator right now. Yeah, we'll go over those concerns later on. But yeah, time to start a new season. I don't think I'll be doing 2 episodes per season. I'm thinking maybe 3, and we can probably do that because, like I said, we're not going to be planting soybeans in the fall or canola in the fall. We don't need that crop to bring in the cash. The milk is going to do that. But we do have $1.5 billion in the bank account to spend, and we're going to spend it. Trust me, we're going to spend it. I have thoughts and ideas, but I really need to sleep on it. Because like I said, I'm just exhausted at this point doing this episode. So 500 cattle, easily matched. Now we're going to go for 800. 800. Oh yeah, and so far, no animal deaths whatsoever. Fingers crossed it keeps doing that, because if we start losing animals, that just makes it hard to get up to 2,000. But yeah, next episode we'll be doing some farming work, obviously, and then we'll get into my concerns moving forward about this challenge, because now it is starting to be a challenge. The first, how many episodes are we in? I forgot, 70? First 70 episodes, I was just cruising. I'm starting to feel a little bit of the pressure and the challenge of doing 2,000 cows with seasons and precision farming. But anyways, that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in Griffin, Indiana. But until then, have a good one. Oh, man, I still got to edit and render and upload this video.